Hello, and welcome back. Yes, I'm back. And today is my anniversary. I am enjoying my 20-year anniversary after having gastric bypass surgery. And I just wanted to give you guys a little information about what I've been through and what it's like and things you could do and just to what to expect after 20 years. The first thing I want to say is I am very happy. I was not happy at 575 pounds. I was not. This surgery saved my life and saved my happiness. Bottom line, it did. I was miserable in pain, didn't feel good, was unhappy the whole time. The more unhappy I got, the more I ate. The more I ate, the more unhappy I got. It was a vicious cycle. This saved my life. If you're here right now, like, share, and subscribe. Smash that button. Hit that like button. That like button helps out more than what you think. All right. So, after 20 years, have I had any complications? None. I've had no complications at all. I have no malabsorption issues, which I really am kind of skeptical about that one. I think that's a selling point for the medical profession. I've had no surgeries. I've had no issues. I've had my regular checkups. Now, one thing I did do, 7 years ago, I did start hormone replacement therapy, which that had anything to do with the gastric bypass. If anything, me losing the weight should have made my hormone levels go up. But just naturally at 47, my hormone levels were really, really, really low and I didn't feel good. And I started gaining some weight back again. And so I got my blood levels checked and I figured it out and I got with a doctor and I got my levels fixed. And now it's pretty simple. I just take one shot a week and I'm right as rain. All right. But I've had no cardiac issues. I've had no blood issues. I've had no liver. All my blood works, which because I'm on testosterone, I get blood works done every 3 or 4 months and at least every 6 months. And everything is across the board good. Even my A1C, everything is good. Blood pressure is good. Everything is running smooth and normal. At 55, I am fine and alive at 55. All right, so complications, none. But I do contribute that specifically to, I went through mine before the age of the internet. And my doctor had a very specific timeline of what to do and how to do things. And I followed that to the letter. And it seems to me like doctors nowadays have tweaked where they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings and they want to make it more pleasurable to go through this process, and the results are not as good. Is that a good way of putting it? The results are not as... If you don't stay regimented after the fact, bad things start happening. Bad habits start creeping up. But that's a whole different issue. But we're just talking about what I've been through. And so I have had 20 years of just sailing, where if I was still 575, I would have already had cardiac, hips, joints issues. I have none of that. I have no arthritis. I'm 55 years old, 275, 6 foot tall, 275. Now I'm not, but I also weight train regularly. My office is a gym, and I stay active. And matter of fact, 2 weeks ago, I was up on top of the roof fixing the roof. And the old 575 me would not have been on that roof fixing that roof. I had wind damage, and I went up and I fixed it myself, saved a ton of money. I would not have been able to do that at my old weight. Even at 35, I would not have been able to do it, okay? So it has been tremendously beneficial for me. My lifestyle, because of having had it, is great. I've been on planes, I've been on trips, I've seen things I would have never seen. The other thing about the lifestyle is I'm here for my grandkids. I can play with my grandkids. I can enjoy their company. I can teach them things. I can walk in the yard with them without being in pain. It's wonderful. Okay, it is wonderful. This can be a wonderful thing as long as you stick with your protocol. As long as you stick with your protocol, okay? Speaking of protocol and sticking with things, have any of you ever wanted, say, like something like a mentor or a coach? Between me and the wife, she had the gastric bypass also. She's coming up on 20 years. So we got 40 years of experience, boy and girl, male and female side of this. If you would be interested in talking to somebody about this, on a private level, I have my email addresses down below. Send me an email. Tell me if you would be interested in it. I'm just curious. I'm just kind of like, if I'm going to help this community, if I'm going to be able to, pass the joys of this and what you can accomplish through this, what's the point of doing it if I can't give a little? All right. Okay. Now, getting back to the subject, I've spent 20 years moving. At 575, I didn't want to get off the couch. Everything hurt. It was painful. It was hard to get up. It was hard to get down. It was a lot harder to get up than it was to get down, but it was not enjoyable. Okay. Since what this does for you, it rapidly makes you lose weight and gives you the opportunity to get moving again where it doesn't hurt. It gets you the motivation. It makes you want to feel like moving again. It makes you want to get back to life. Okay. Now, the trick to that is keeping that. You have to move to be able to move. Period. This is not one of those things where you can have it go through all the pain, all the trouble, all the money, everything you've paid out and everything you've went through, all the hoops you've had to go through with insurance and everything now. Everything you've went through to go through this, why would you blow it by just sitting on a couch and doing nothing? This is not that. This is a tool to get you on your path for the rest of your life. To just change lanes. Just change lanes. And if you take advantage of it the right way, it can be the most glorious thing that ever happened to you in your life. It was for me. It was for the wife. I mean, it's just, that's it. Okay. Are you going to have any problems? I, thankfully, have not really had any problems. Now, the only thing that aggravates me about the whole thing is that everybody is different. My wife can eat things that I can't eat, and I can eat things that she can't eat, and I handle sugar better than she handles them. She can eat green leafies, and I can't digest them. My system will just spit them right out. My stomach acts like a filter, and if it doesn't like something that I'm eating, it will just make me get rid of it. It'll just bring it right back up. Okay, so I have problems with green leafy. She can eat salads all day long. It aggravates the piss out of me. She'll sit across from me at the restaurant and eat a salad, and I just wish I could eat a salad, but I can't. I know I can't. There is going to be some things after this, and everybody is different. That's one thing about it. Everybody is different. There are going to be some things you'll never be able to eat again. Your system just won't tolerate them. It might be spicy, it might be greasy, it might be green leafies, it might be fibrous, whatever it is. There are some things but you learn over time how to curb your lifestyle to meet that, okay? The other thing is the benefit of having your spouse or your significant other having gone through it also is like to this day, 20 years later, me and Christina, we never order a full entree for each other. We order one meal and get an extra plate and split it. I mean, even after 20 years, that's all the volume that my system will handle. I can't eat a cheeseburger and fries. I can eat half a cheeseburger and half fries and give her the other half. That's kind of how we work. And it's been terrific. Now, I will say we are a couple, and it's the same thing. If you guys are couples, you've asked each other those questions. Where do you want to eat? Well, how about this? No, I don't want that. Well, how about this? No, I don't want that. And there are times in a restaurant that she wants something that I don't want, but I eat it anyways because it's a waste of time and a waste of money for me to order my own food because I'll leave 3/4 of it on the plate. So if you can get a partner, a friend, a cousin, just somebody, a meal buddy, a eating out buddy, where you can just say, we're going to order this and we're going to split it, bring an extra plate. It's so beneficial. It's such a good tool. All right. What am I thinking of for the next 20 years? The same of everything that's been going on. Everything has worked out so well when it comes to this that I have no complaints. It was the pain and the money and the recovery and everything that went along with it, which really wasn't that bad if you think about it. You got to toughen up a little bit. You do definitely have to be a little mentally strong for this at sometimes because it can be overwhelming. But that's where, like, if you had someone to talk to, would come into. If you have someone to share it with that's been through it, that's got some experience with it, it's always helpful. Support groups are great. I don't really suggest online support groups because there's a bunch of rah-rahs and they give you a bunch of advice and people give you like permission to do dumb things that kind of, that sabotage your results. I really don't agree with that. The internet's not the best place in the world to get truthful information. Doctors, yes. And if you can find a coach that you like, somebody, yes. But just basically going on web pages and asking for permission, is it okay to do this? Is it okay to do that? I'm not a big fan of that. That seems to like sabotage a lot of people's results. Okay, now I'm going to end this with best tip I can give you. The best tip I can give you for long-term success is don't eat when the sun is down. That has been the best thing that I ever did. Even when I went at 7-8 years ago, I started creeping up there before I got my hormones levels checked. And I was munching all the time, all day, all night, munching and drinking sugar. I was drinking McDonald's iced tea, which if any of you know, McDonald's iced tea tastes wonderful, but it's nothing. It's 3 pounds of sugar and 1 pound of water. It's just terrible for you. And liquid calories are your worst enemy because they go down so easy. Okay, so you basically, you can trick your mind into thinking, well, it's just a drink, but you're drinking more calories than you can physically eat. That's part of it. You're just bypassing the system. Okay, so like I said, the best tip is don't eat when the sun is down. Make that like a switch in your head. Sun goes down, I'm done eating for the day. You don't eat again until the sun comes up. And just by doing that, just that nighttime munching will ixnay so many calories that you're not aware of. Once you start doing it, you're going to realize that how much you're actually putting in that you don't realize while you're watching television at night before you go to bed, how much you're actually adding to the calorie pile. But that's the best tool that I could give you. Just don't eat after dark. Just stop. Because you won't get hungry. If you tell me you're getting hunger pains after having a gastric bypass, then it's psychosomatic. Because the nerve, when they do the surgery, the nerve that triggers hunger in your brain from your stomach gets severed. And that impulse isn't there anymore. At 50, I had my colonoscopy, my done 100% done by the insurance, with the first check at 50, with turning 50 sucked because there's always this things to do at 50. and one of them was colonoscopy, and I had to go like 40 hours without eating. Never had hunger pain. Not one. Haven't had hunger pain in 20 years. It like I said, it's my opinion that if you're having hunger pains after having a gastric bypass, it's in your head. It's in your head. All right. So if you're still here, like, share, and subscribe. If you would be interested in some coaching, send me a message through my email address. Smash that like button. Hit that bell. Get told when I'm gonna start making videos again. You can see I'm back in the little office studio. Y'all have a great day. Because great day today could be an even better day tomorrow. Oh, and answer down below if you're here ask questions. The easiest way for me to get information or content to give to you is to ask me questions. That's the easiest way for me to do this. I want to know what you would like to know about after me and the wife for 40 years combined. Tell me what you want to know. Ask questions, because that's what this is all about. Just sharing the information. Y'all have a great day. Because great day today could be an even better day tomorrow. Y'all be good.